we're not going to network with you no more. You're not going to have our money no more unless you sell out. You sell out and betray your people, or you just give us the network. You see what I'm saying? Why they took the boondocks off of BET? Because they was exposing what BET was about. You see what I'm saying? And then the guy, Jay McGruger, who originally wrote the boondocks and created it, they took that from him. They took that show from him because they wanted to make the show go completely left. So even when you get money in this world, you still nothing but $1 million slave. You still gotta bend to what the so-called white man wants you to do. That's why I know that they're the synagogue of Satan. They said they are Jews, but they are not. But they are the synagogue of Satan. Read on.
Fear none of those things.
It said, fear none of those things, though. Why? Read on.
Which thou shalt suffer.
We going to suffer. We going to suffer. We suffering right now, but this suffering that we going through is nothing compared. When they issue in the mark of the beast, they're not coming for the average Christian. They're not coming for the average Muslim. They're coming for us. Because we're the only ones that's not going to bend to their society. We're the only ones that's going to say, we're holding true to these laws. Forget your society. Oh, you don't want the mark of the beast? You're going to die. Read on.
The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
So the devil will cast some of you into prison. Check this out. I'm going to show you something.
Like
the book of Revelation was written during the time of the Roman Empire. Yeah. These events really happened. Right here you have an image of a brother, an Israelite brother that was cast into the Colosseum to fight lions because he didn't want to give up the faith of Yeshua Mashiach, who we ignorantly call as Jesus Christ. And these are in the catacombs of Rome. Underground tunnels that we had to build to flee persecution from the so-called white man because they didn't want us to have this faith in these laws and commandments. So they already ushered in, during the time of the Roman Empire, the persecution. You was in the slave market back then. They're not going to tell you that though. Why do you think we fled to the west coast of Africa? Why do you think we fled to the west coast of Africa? I'm going to show you something. This is a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, written by Rudolph R. Wilson. All right? This man is a historian. All right? He knows his craft. He knows his work. I'm gonna read this part real quick. On page 84, it reads, in the year 65 BC, Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state. With great slaughter, they was murdering our people. This was one of the ways they was murdering our people. All right? So it said they put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jews. So the slave markets was full of black Jews, and this was their entertainment. In the Colosseum, this was their entertainment. Just like we're their entertainment right now today. And what happened? When we fled to Africa, this is what we was doing right here. Go to the book of Exodus. Alright? And I think it's chapter 23, it says the breastplate. Alright? This is what we was doing on the west coast of Africa. This is a tribe called the Kuwamanti tribe from the Ashanti group. Alright? We were practicing these laws, statutes, and commandments. In the early 1900s, you had European explorers discover Israelite, Hebrew Israelite, so-called black men on the west coast of Africa, still after the slave trade. All right, let me see this. Right here. Read this. Exodus 28. And what verse is that?
15.
Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment.
So now, right here, this is a close-up of this young brother right here. All right? He's considered the Kuamanti priest in the Ashanti tribe. All right? He had a breastplate. You see this? This is his breastplate. Read on.
With cunning words.
With cunning words. The sister, she have a replica of the same breastplate. Read on.
After the work of the ephod.
Our people were very talented in crafting up different forms of art. Read on.
Thou shalt make it of gold.
So his breastplate was made of gold. Read on.
Of blue. And of purple. And of scarlet.
So of blue, of purple, of scarlet. If you look at her stones, that was the colors. This is the black and white picture. You will not see the blue and scarlet. Read on.
And of fine twine linen. Shalt thou make it.
Read on.
4 square. It shall be. Being double.
So it says 4 squares. 4 squares. Read on.
A span shall be length thereof. And a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set it. Settings of stone. Even 4 rows of stone.
So you got the 4 rows of the different stones that represented the 12 tribes of Israel. This is what our people was representing on the west coast of Africa. These were the people that was taken into cargo slave ships. Why? Because we had to flee Africa from Roman persecution. Because the Bible tells you that these people have a perpetual hatred towards us. Why do you think that you have a whole new generation of white people that don't know nothing about racism, but all of a sudden they just start hating us? Where does that come from? You see what I'm saying? That's something that's embedded in them. And this is a generalization, because people hear words like this and they say, oh, everybody is not like that. I'm not saying everybody is like that. You understand? I'm not saying everybody is like that. But when we're generalizing a whole group of people. You see what I'm saying? The same way like they generalize us, they do it all the time. Black people love chicken. And then we be dumb enough to fall for it. We sure do, master. That's okay for them to generalize us, but when we generalize them and call them the devil, now it's wicked. You see what I'm saying? That's wickedness. Go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Let's get an understanding of this. Matter of fact, go to verse 49 first. So what did they do on the west coast of Africa? You had this, you see these European explorers, right? They linked up with other tribes that dislike us. Who were the other tribes that disliked us?